Got food to eat. Or they want her milk. Clear skies today. For now anyway. Yeah, I'll be cutting up that tree today. It fell on the fence. On the south fence. Ooh, bird. Getting kind of close there, aren't you? Let's go ahead and open that gate. Hey, mockingbird in that tree. I think you're a mockingbird. Yeah, that's a mockingbird. Looking for something to eat. Probably got babies somewhere. I never ever found a mockingbird nest, even when I was a kid. I guess I don't need to see one. She's back. Okay, let's get this day started. Before I can go out to cut the tree up, I gotta make sure this chainsaw is sharp. And the thing actually starts. Sharpen the chainsaw first. And then I'll see if I can get it started. I hope it works. Last time I used it, it didn't work too good. I used it on an old tree in the big pasture, trying to cut it down, but I wasn't able to. Even though it's hollow, I still couldn't go all the way around because the chainsaw kept dying on me. I'll see if it works better today. I hear something clicking. I think the fence is grounded. Oh, look at all the... Yeah, I have to let him back in here one of these days. Oh, there's that mockingbird again. Right over there. Follow me around? Anyway, there's a clicking sound. I think it's on that post. Let's go check it out. What did I say? What do you call it? The white clover is growing pretty good right here. Cattle will probably want to eat that down. Aha! I found the ground. I don't know how I'm going to fix that. Well, there. That's good enough. And I have to turn the fence off. Looks like it got stretched. Yeah, the bottom wire needs to be tightened up. Huh. They must have been eating underneath it and hooked it with their horn. Well, I'll fix that later. Oh, look, the neighbor's got a tree down too. Of course, it's only in their bean field. Soybean. like a branch fell off that tree out here somewhere. Okay. I'm not the only one who got a tree. Or a branch. A tree fell down from that strong wind the other day. Whew. Anyway, I'll fix this some other time. Hey! Hey, Red, I can see Red. A cow in the barn, or cow in the pond. That's the old mama cow. And then that one, there's one missing. I don't see her anywhere. I'm sure she's around someplace. She's probably in the barn. Oh wait, I think she's behind that tree. She's behind that tree. I can just see a part of her. Well, I gotta get some work done today on that tree. Bugs in my face already. Today when I got my license plate sticker in the mail envelope, I thought I only got one, but then I looked at it today, and I got them both. They were just stuck together. They were the same size, so I didn't even notice it. So I got them now. The bottom one, the 627 one, is for the trailer, and the 727 is for the truck. So I'll go ahead and put them on today too. Yeah. So okay, before I forget. Yeah. I sharpened the blades, the chain. I sharpened the chain. I got oil in it, and I put gas in it. So let me see if I can get it started now. And I tried starting it several times. It just won't turn over. I mean, it turns over, but it won't run on its own. Yeah. So I decided, let me check the air filter. Yeah. That's the outside. It goes on there, like that. It screws on. Let me check the other side. Yeah, I'll clean this up. Yeah. I don't know if that's the problem. It's been acting up a lot the last few years. I tried fixing it once. Kind of took it apart. Somewhere in there. Mostly just linkage. Because I was having problems with this thing. This throttle switch. Is that the throttle? Yeah. Well, that's the thing here. See, I was having problems with that. That stuff there. It wouldn't run where I wanted it to run. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and clean that and see what happens. Not sure if this is recommended or not. Hopefully I didn't make a big mistake, but I soaked it in gasoline. Yeah. It seemed like the easiest way to clean it. Let's stick it out now. Well, it looks cleaner. I'm going to let it dry out a little bit before I put it back on. Yeah. Don't know if that'll help, but it can't hurt, I guess. Unless the gasoline's going to eat up the filter. I really need to take it someplace. I need to take this in someplace. I gotta find someplace who repairs these. I don't know. I have to look it up. I don't know anybody. Let them. I replaced this with this is the cord here broke a long time years ago. That's when it was acting up. It started acting up, and then I replaced the string. The coil was all stretched out. That's why this don't go down all the way. Yeah, the coil was stretched, but it still works. Or at least it does a little bit. I should have that whole assembly there fixed. I need to have the carburetor looked at, and the whole thing, all of it, the linkage, even the. I thought about changing the spark plug, but maybe I'll take it out and check it. just to make sure it's clean. Yeah, I got spark plug sockets for that. Let me do that too. Put it back together. Put it back in. I decided to. There was some kind of a film. See that stuff there? That yellowish stuff? I brushed some of it off with the toothbrush and gasoline. Yeah, I got some of it off. I'm going to do put it in vinegar. See if that helps. Vinegar takes off if that stuff metallic or some kind of a deposit, maybe it'll take it off. That's the gasoline. I'm done with the gasoline now. See if I can get any of that stuff off with the vinegar. Let's see. I guess that's as much as I can get. That's as clean as I can get it. That's better than it was, I think. At least now I can see through it. So that's good. That means the air will go through. Let's put it on. Let's see if I can get it started now. Well, it took a few pulls, but I got it running for about 3 seconds, and then it shut off. So just like before, just don't want to run. I got it to run 2 more times, a little longer each time. The only way it runs and doesn't shut off is that switch here. That's where it's supposed to run after it's started. That's how you start it, with the choke. That's the only way that it'll keep running. If I hold my throttle all the way open, it'll run, but rough. But as soon as it slows down a little bit, or I left my finger off the trigger, that thing pops up to there, and then it shuts off. So there's something doing that linkage. I messed with that years ago, but I couldn't get it to work right. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna take it out there. Hopefully it's gonna run long enough for me to cut something. At least enough to get that tree off the fence. Let's see. But I'll have to take that in to somebody. I have to go online and find somebody locally. I guess I better put my new registration license plate sticker on for this year. And for another year. Well, it's heating up today. Should have done this earlier in the morning. I got out of that habit when I retired. I get up early sometimes just to see the sunrise. But, oh, let me stop here and put the license plate sticker on. That's right there. Okay. Okay. Let's go see what I can do with that fallen tree. Nothing else, I just got to get it off the fence. Not sure how I'm going to do that, but This chainsaw don't run long enough. I can't cut it. It'll work better when it's warmed up. Started to run a little better, or a little longer, a few seconds longer. That's about it. Looks like I need to spray some little bit of weed color under the fence again. I thought I'd done that before, but the cows are still locked in here. I like to let them out so they can go up into the woods, stay cool in the woods, because there's no shade down here. There must be in the water now. It's hot out there. Truck says 84, but yeah, the cattle are out here. Or should I say they're in the creek. There they are. I don't know if they're all here or not. The red cow, I think, on the very right side, underneath that tree, willow tree. I think she was there yesterday too, hiding. At least the water's keeping them cool. There they are. Okay, let's do the work I came out here for. Let's see how this. I want to run on this dirt that I added yesterday and the day before that. Those are the low spots. There's one on this side, one on this side. At least there's not a big hole no more. I still got to fill this dip. Let's drive to the corner. Before I go any farther. Yeah, there's a lot of weeds here I got to spray. They're starting to form a blossom on top. I got to spray them before they go to seed. They'll bloom first, so I got time. Let's go park in that shade over there. Yeah. Park in that shade. I want to check the fences up here. There's a tree I got to work on down there. Yeah, but these are the weeds I got to work on too. All the weeds down there. You can see the hit and miss I did over here. I got some, and then I missed a lot. Yeah, I missed a lot. Yeah. But I'll get them one of these days when all this other stuff I want to do is done. Well, if I'm lucky, I'll be able to work in some shade over there. Most of the trees in the sun, but I think where I got to cut, most of it's on the other side of the fence, on the outside, and I can stay cool. What I have to, I don't know if the fence is broke, but I know it's stretched. At least that top wire, the top barbed wire is stretched pretty tight. Here's a nice shade, but I got some shade over here too. I think I'm going to go on the. I'm going to just drive around and take a look at it first. And I can see where the top wire is hooked on the post, and I think I need to cut it on this side first. Yeah, I need to cut it on this side first. Let me drive around it. Take a look at the rest of it. Yeah, I'll cut this right around ground level, so when I cut it on the other side, I won't have much to push off the fence. Yeah, if I can drag it after I cut it off, I'm going to drag it over there next to that one somewhere. Probably on the other side where the sun's shining. It's clear enough to get in there. And let's take a look at this side. I think I might, I think I'll just leave it here. I'm mostly. I want to stay in the shade if I can. Truck, I mean. Yeah. Right now, the limbs that are hanging out here are actually holding up the log away from the fence. So I want to cut the big one further back, so when it falls, it'll fall out of the way. But I need to cut all these limbs off out here in sections. I can pull them later. Right now I just want to get it off the fence. Yeah, that's the problem, because I got a lot of cuts I got to make, and the chainsaw's not working good. Anyway, let me see what I can do. First I'm going to do is walk around it. Pretty sure that's a hickory. I don't believe the cattle have been here. I can see where it's broke up there. So when I cut that off and the big stuff, when I cut the big one off, hopefully it'll just drop down and stay hooked up there, and then the big trunk will swing down. I still have a bunch of logs to deal with, heavy ones, that might fall on the fence, but I'll cross that bridge later. Look at all the iron weeds I gotta work on. Cattle kept it, grass cut down though. There's a big log here. Probably ran over it. Yeah, I gotta, before I can cut anything on the other side, I gotta do something with all these. I gotta cut these off right about here. Right about here. Right where that V is. There's a notch, V notch. I need to cut this one too. But before I do anything, I'm going to unhook these fences. The fence is off. I unhooked it the other day. Not yesterday, the day before when I first found this tree. I unhooked it at that corner. The rest of it's still on. But it's unhooked from here. From down there to here. And all the way around. Yeah, I'm going to unhook both. There's not a post in the middle, so that's good. That means I don't have no post that's bent. I'll unhook all the insulators there. And look at how this one's all hung up. I'm going to disconnect all these. So so there won't be so much pressure on the insulators. Is that a double tree? I can't tell. Or is that a tree that has a split in it? I think that's a tree that's hollow. Probably got hit by lightning a long time ago, and the inside's hollow. See the gap there? I can't see much up there. Let me go over here. I don't know if it's hung up there or what. If it falls, it falls. I'll worry about it later. First thing I do is unhook this fence. I gotta get my leather gloves for this work. Okay. Let's unhook these wires from the insulators. I gotta replace the top black insulator. Yeah, because that was broke. That's the only insulator that broke. I'm amazed. Now for the insulate wires on the outside. Okay, I'll take these off. None of these are broke. Yeah. Well, first thing I got to do. There's two branches here, and they start there. What I need to cut down there on the top one, and then before I get pinched, because as that sinks it's going to pinch the top. I need to then once I hope I don't pinch this blade. I need to start cutting from the bottom up. That's always a hard way to cut. And then if I can get this cut, I need to back up into there. I'll cut a couple of these branches off so I can work over there. I need to hook the chain to them here and drag them out of my way. That way I can work easier on this big one. Yeah. We'll see. Let's see if I can cut it. Let's see if I can get that chainsaw working long enough to get it cut. I didn't use the chainsaw yet. I'm going to cut all these limbs away, the small limbs. First, threw them on top of there. There's also some other tree limbs there. The tree that fell was a hickory, but I see a poplar branch. Must it came down from that one. Yeah, that's a big poplar tree there. That's a big tall one I saw from over there. That's poplar. And then there was a small walnut branch too, laying down on the ground. So that's a walnut there. That little one, that's a walnut. So broke a branch off of that one. I'm going to go to the other side and cut some small branches over there too. Yeah, we'll cut some of these smaller stuff off. So easier to work in there. And here too. Now I got a better work area. Use that chainsaw. I'm not sure where I'm going to cut it over there, but I think I'm going to cut this one off first. It's not really holding anything up. At least I don't think it does. And I'll cut that small one off too. I'll cut this into 2 pieces so I can handle the logs.
The main truck is the one that's going to be tricky. Because once I cut it there, those two, it's going to drop down. And then I gotta cut it into pieces so I can handle it. Otherwise, it's gonna. But main thing I'm working on right now is getting it off the fence. I can always clean up over there, get that out of there later after I get the chainsaw fixed. Right now, let's cut this little piece out with the chainsaw. I could probably cut it with a handsaw. Let me try that first. If it's too hard, I'll try to use a chainsaw. Well, I thought I had it sawed through, but then I got my saw pinched. I think if I can pick this end up, it'll unpinch itself. I sawed the top first, across there to there, and then it started to pinch as the tree goes down. So I started to cut from underneath, and I thought I had it far enough up where it was going to break, but it never broke. It just pinched my saw. So now I got to figure out how to, I think it'll break it if I pick up the end. I think the tree started to settle. Oh, I got another limb over there to cut too. Oh, I need to cut that one. But first I gotta get my saw. I got another saw, but I'm gonna see if I can get it out by pulling up on that. Okay, let's see what happens when I pull the bottom out. That one shoved it into the ground deep. I couldn't pull it up. So I went back to my saw and wiggled it a little bit and it came out. But it's still pinched. It looks like it should break, but I guess the rest of the tree is holding it up. So I'll just, I guess I'll break out the chainsaw and see if I can get it running enough to cut some of these things off. At least I'm able to work in the shade, mostly. But as the sun goes that way, I'll get more and more sun over here. So I better get going. There's one limb I got to cut on that side before I can use the chainsaw. Okay, it's time to use the chainsaw. I'm going to try to cut that branch off on the other side first, without getting the saw pinched. And then there's a little branch going out over there. I want to cut that off on the ground. And then I come back here and see if I can start sawing this right here. One step at a time. I got it clearing. Once I cut that, it's going to drop. It's going to drop on the ground. And then I got to cut it over there somewhere. Yeah, probably right in there. It looks like it's the thinnest right there. I don't want to go too high. Yeah. And I think even if I cut that and here, I could still roll the log where I need it to go. I'm mostly in the shade, so that's good. The cool air is cooling my sweat. Okay, let's see if I get that thing saw started. And cut it there where I cut it with the handsaw. Yeah, it's already mostly cut. And then I'll cut that little one off. Then I'll go back on the other side and cut over there. Yeah, chainsaw stopped twice on that one and stopped once on that one. But I got it. Now I gotta work on that one. I want to cut the top one first, if I can. I want to leave the last one because that'll take some of the strain off the top one. I'll cut from the top a little bit, and then I need to cut from the bottom up. First I'm going to move this out of my way. I think I'll just throw it over in here. That one too. Now, if I could just get that saw to keep running long enough to cut that top one off. I think I'll cut that from the other side. Oh, there's no wind down here today. Not even a breeze down in here. The other day it was so windy, it blew me over. And today, as about three days ago, maybe, or less. Today, oh, there's a little breeze right there. Just a little, but I don't feel it. Look at the weeds. They're not moving. There's one moving. There's no wind. And I'm hot. I'm losing my shade. Oh, now there's a breeze. Oh, I can feel it now. Oh, yeah. There's a bit of breeze right here. Feels good. Yeah, I want to cut this top one off first. I think there's less stress on it. All the stress is on that bottom one there, but there's still some stress on this one. I cut from the top a little bit, and I have to pull out before it pinches. And then I got to slip it into that gap in there between those two and cut up. And hopefully that'll work. Yeah. I think I'll cut it in front of this nut. Right there. Or I cut it over there. Somewhere. Yeah, somewhere there. Bugs, get away from me. Okay, let's try it. Oh, that took some effort. I'll cut this one off first. I was taking about 10, shut off about 10 times just to get that one off, the top one. That wedge came from the top because I cut the top and then I cut the bottom, but it wouldn't break free, so I had to cut a wedge on the top one, on the very top. And then it came off. Then I cut this bottom one. I started from the top. I started from the top over there. Yeah, I must have died 3 or 4 times on that one. And then I decided, oh heck with it. I'm going to just cut from the bottom and go up. And then the chainsaw stopped on that one from the bottom up about 4 times. Maybe more, I lost track. But I got it done. All I could do now is cut it there. And when it drops, I'll cut the top first and then the bottom. And then just roll the log around, roll the log over. I think I should cut some of these off though, so that it rolls better. I don't have to though. It's got a big butt end over here anyway. So let's go on the other side and cut it from that side. I think. Yeah. Let's see what I can do up there. Yeah, I'm gonna cut it right about there. Just enough to clear the fence. Once that drops, I'll try to roll that over out of the way. Okay, let's see what I can do. Getting tired of starting this thing because it don't run very long. I started cutting that big log on the other side of outside the fence. And I only cut it about 1 inch with it. I think the chain's seized up. It's too tight, it won't turn. So maybe I'm out of oil or chain's too tight. Okay, since I'm doing it, I'm going to get some gas and oil in it and loosen up the chain. Chain loose. I'm going to oil it a little bit. and then I'll put some oil and gas in their inside the chainsaw. And the oil chamber was still full. The bar chain oil. Maybe it's plugged up. Maybe it's not going out to the chain. So I'll have to oil it by hand every once in a while. And the gasoline, I used a little bit, but it was about 3/4 full. Let's see if I can finish that cut. As far as I got when the chain seized up on the bar. 3:30, and I got it cut. I'm going to leave that there for now. I need to get that chainsaw fixed. It only runs for a few seconds and shuts off. But sometimes it runs a little longer if I hold the choke open. There's no guarantee of that either. Look at that heartwood. I could probably get some, if I can split that, which that'd be kind of hard. It's got that Y there. But that, if I cut that Y off, and if I could split that and make some axe handles out of it, I wouldn't have to buy them. Anyway, that's not a problem. Like I said, I'm just going to roll that over into the weeds there, if I can. Once I get that log off, I can put the fence back up. I can let the cattle back in here. This would have been a lot easier if I had a chainsaw that worked right. I got to go find somebody to fix it. Question is how much it's going to cost me to fix it compared to how much I could buy a new one for. That's the question. I want to price some new ones. Yeah, I think I'll do that first. I can trade this one in for a newer one. Usually whoever sells them can fix them. There used to be a place that sold steel chainsaws, and they fixed them too. But I think they went out of business. But I'll look around, see who sells them and who repairs them. Yeah, maybe a new one would be better investment than trying to repair this one, because that's going to cost too. I don't even know when I bought this. I don't know if it was before I built my house or after. When I was living at my dad's, he had a bunch. I don't think he had steel chainsaws. He had some other kind. I don't know what the name of it was. He had a bunch of them. He had at least 3 or 4 big ones and small ones. Funny, I never learned how to repair one. Anyway, when I bought one, I bought a steel. I think I bought it when I was still living at home. Probably before I got married. But before I bought a chainsaw, I was cutting everything down with an axe. So, but I remember, after I got married, I took the chainsaw to my house, where I built a house in '83. We used it a lot. We cut a lot of firewood. Me and my wife, we cut a lot of firewood. And it worked good then. Although one time it stopped working because, what was it? Something about the gas line? There's a bladder or something inside the gas tank, I think. Anyway, the rubber rotted. I don't think this is what the problem is, but it might be. I'll have to check that out. Anyway, I remember replacing that somehow. I'm not sure how I did it. But then a few years ago, maybe it was before my wife passed away in 2020, or might have been after. I think it was after, because I remember making a YouTube video out of it, trying to fix it. Yeah, so it had to be after 2020. Yeah. Yeah. Because I didn't make YouTube videos while my wife was still alive. Because it was her phone. She used her phone to communicate with her family, and I didn't take any videos. I took photos with my camera, my digital Canon cameras. I got, what, 3 of them? 2 of them for sure. Anyway, I got to roll that log off the fence now and fix the fence. And I'll have to look what a new one cost. About the same size, I'd say. This is a steel 034 AV. Yeah. See if I can roll that thing. I wish I had a long bar. Yeah, I should have brought one with me. I'll see what I can do by hand. This wasn't too hard to roll. Let's go do some more. Takes a little effort, but I can get it. A couple more turns and I'll have it. Got it where I want it. Out of the way. I'll work on that. I can work on that some other time after I get a chainsaw fixed or get a new one. Yeah, I'll just leave it alone. It's out of the way, mostly. Okay, now I gotta put the fence back up. Do this one first. I'll bet. And the fence is a little stretched, but I think it'll be okay. I'll tighten it up some other time. Okay, fence is back up and ready for the cattle. Yeah, I can see the fence is fence has been stretched a little bit, but it'll still keep the cattle in. That's the main thing. Still not much wind down here. Okay. Okay, I guess I'm done. Well, not quite. I'm done doing the cutting. But I got another job I gotta do. If I can. I got a chain in the back of the truck. I'm gonna hook a chain around those two. And I'm gonna see if I can drag them over to there, way over there. I'm gonna put it from this side because if I pull it from that side, I'm afraid it'll hit the fence. So I'll pull it around this way. I could probably pull it from that side. I guess I can give it a try. If it starts hitting the fence, then I'll stop. Okay, I'm gonna try to drag it over there. The tree, there's a branch that fell off of there. I'm gonna drag it past that into that sunny spot there. In there. I think I got more room to maneuver my truck. And I'll just drop it off there. Let the cattle eat the leaves if they want. Okay. Let's get the chain, back the truck up to there and chain it up. I'll try to chain it over there. Back the truck up, chain it, and then drag it over there. It'll be somewhat out of the way. I got it chained. Let's see if my 4-wheel drive truck can pull it. I pulled logs out of the storage area before. I think it was last year. Let's see if I can do. But this is 2 trees, 2 branches. Let's see if my truck's strong enough to do this one. Here, let me back up to there. I'm gonna back up on an angle somewhat parallel with the branches that are all the leaves. Oh, there's some bug in my face. Where is it? What side am I on? Let's see if we get close to this here. I think, yeah, chain's on this side. Yeah, I see it. Oi! I hit the fence. Let me do this different. Let's turn it sharper. Yeah. I don't know what I'm looking at here. I'm not hitting the fence. I'm trying to find the chain. I better get out and look. Yeah, I'm still good on the fence. I got the small ball on because I had the small trailer hooked up. But I think that chain will hook over the top. I think that'll be all I need. What I can do with that. My concern is if I pull it that way, those two will hit that post, so I got to keep an eye on that. As I'll try to turn that way. Okay, let's see if I can pull it from here over to that area there. Okay, I got 4-wheel drive. Let's turn it away from the fence. It helps if I put it in gear. Let's put it in low. Okay. Up! Just as I thought. This ain't gonna work. I'll try it from the other side. Thought that was going to happen. Looks like I only pulled one of them. I'll have to hook it to the truck a little different. I see what happened. This one pulled because the chain slid on there, so when I tie them two, I'll have to tie these two together. Not separate. Okay, let's unhook it. Chain it from the other side. Break nothing when or bent nothing when I hit that. Before I can tie these two together, I need to pull this one closer. I don't think I hurt nothing over there. Came pretty close though. Let me pull up a little bit and drag that one that way first. I'm going to pull forward a little bit, drag that log in the back closer to the first one up front here. Let's go out and see what it looks like now. That's a little better. Let me chain them both together now. Hopefully I got them tied together. Hey! Flies are biting my legs. Hey. Now I gotta find out if I can pull it. It's pretty big, heavy. Hopefully it'll slide on the grass. I'm ready to pull the branches or top of the tree away from the fence. Well, got in 4-wheel drive. I still got to make a turn. I make a wide turn. I got it in low. Let's see if this truck can pull it. I hope I don't break nothing on the truck. I'm pulling it. I gotta make this turn. I'll get some speed to it. Okay, we're getting there. Come on, ain't not knocking it over here, is there? It's dragging. All right. Now I gotta swing it into the. Come on, truck. Oh, thistle. I gotta cut that. Let's get in here, close. Come on. There's a log here somewhere. I think that'll work. I can unhook my chain. Ah, I was afraid for my truck there for a while. I made it. I pulled it from over there. There's a big tree. There's a big poplar tree. And just over to there and down. There you can see the log. The other trunk laying on the ground. On the angle. Yeah. That's just worked out pretty good. Out of the way. I just gotta take the chain off when I'm done. Fence is I gotta I had to hook the fence back up on the corner back there. Yeah, I got it. Would have been a lot easier with a working chainsaw. Yeah, there ain't many iron weeds back on this end. I got lots of them. I need to put that on my soon to-do list because they're going to start blooming soon. I'm glad I got shade over here along this fence. Yeah, I could have stopped back there, but it's okay where it is. I can see the log of the tree that I cut right there. Here's a nice walnut. Food for the squirrels. I don't think anything else eats them. Anyway, let's go and hook it. Oh. Yeah, lots of iron weeds to spray. That's where it was, over in there. Looks like the milkweed has stopped blooming. And look, an old bloom is making seed pods. That's where the seeds are. There's another one down there. Here's a good example. Still blooming on the top. I can smell it. Smells good. But they're already making seed pods on the bottom down here. Because those were the first ones to bloom. Those seed pods will get big. And then when they get a certain point, they'll go open up. And little silky things are attached to the seeds. And they'll float away and spread themselves. Cool. I like milkweed. because it's for the butterflies. The wind's bringing me the aroma. Oh, it smells good. It's like perfume. Okay, so I take the chain off and go home. Well, this job is done. Chain's off. I think I can clear those branches. I might get a little scratched up. I think I'll just come this way a little bit. I'll make it. Since I'm out here, I'm going to go up to the top, check the north fence. Yikes. Okay. I'm done cutting that tree down. Or cut down. Getting it off the fence. Let's see if I can go up this pasture road. Oh, I still got four-wheel drive. I guess I'll leave it that way. Oi! There's a log there. I'm gonna go over it. I see lots of limbs. Here's a bunch of leaves that fell off from the wind the other day. I can tell where I dissed it. Oh, the cattle aren't up here. There's no cattle up here. I'm gonna take it out of four-wheel drive. I came up here to check the north fence, so let's check it. It's 4:30. This is where the north fence starts on the left, and I can't check the south fence on the right because it's not on. But I can check the north fence right here. The north fence is working, but since I'm up here, I'm gonna. Oh look, here's a good example of this. What happens when you plant corn next to trees. See how the trees are sucking all the juice out of the ground here. See how the corn's shriveled up? It's not even that hot. But this corn here, where there's no trees, it's going okay. Then you get closer to these trees, and look at the, see the trees are sucking the juice out of this soil too. I observed that when I was grade school, high school, with Dad farming too close to the trees. I said, "You're just wasting money, Dad, because the corn don't grow good next to the trees." And at one place, I had it bulldozed with my own money. Okay, I'm just going to. Fence is working, so I surely don't have to do this, but I like doing it. I spent a lot of money putting this culvert in and getting this dirt. So I like to drive through here. Just check to see if there's anything on the fence. So far, nothing. Oh boy. May not be on the fence, but it's in my path. I don't think I could drive over that. Oh, maybe I can. I'm going to go around it. I think I can make it. I'll pick it up some other time. It didn't sound good. There's probably some more limbs that fell. But since the fence is working, I guess it didn't hurt nothing. Here's a limb fell. See that big limb here? I don't know, it came off one of these trees. It's still green. It looks like an oak. That's one on the right side there. There's still a fence in there. I got maybe a barbed wire and some smooth wire, maybe 2 barbed wires. I took the T-post out of here at the bottom of the dam a few weeks ago, maybe. I'm gonna check something. It hasn't rained much since I dished this up. I just wanted to see if anything's growing here. Well, no. I guess it did get rained on. You can see the soil has been smoothed a little bit. I don't see nothing new growing. I was expecting the Jimson weeds to be growing in here again. Just taking a drive around the hayfield. Yeah, nothing growing yet. That's good. I like to see it weed free. There's some work I did this a few weeks ago. I moved this gate. Yeah, there's a panel on this side, a cattle panel, and where it ends, there's a big hole on the left. There's a big hole just on the inside of that panel. That's where the old gate. That's where this gate used to be. I moved it to the right. Moved it to the right. I used the same post, hinge post, and then I did some work. I braced it with some 2x4s too. What was that? I think a bird went behind me. Anyway. What am I doing? How am I going to get out of here? It's 4-wheel driving. I don't know why I did that. Yeah, that's a better place for that gate, higher up. Okay, when I go through that, is that a cow down there? On the other side of the fence, yeah, they're under that shade tree. So there's some under that shade tree. I'm going to open up this gate and let them back in here now that I got the fence fixed. Okay. Okay, let's go. Let's take the 4-wheel drive out. I dished this up too. Slick, loose ground. Nothing fell on the corral during that windstorm or high wind. It wasn't really a storm. There's no rain associated with it, but it. I still got some concrete work to do on that, but I'm not ready to buy concrete yet. Quick Creek. Well, when you move those bales up to here, they're going to go in here. I'm ready. I'm not going to pick the neck cap up. It's not worth it. I could go through that gate, but I'm not going to. I'm going to go back the way I came. I'll get this side open so they can eat these weeds. I'll leave it open as long as there's no hay going in there. Yeah, they cleaned it up. They still left a bunch of stems. I guess I don't want to eat the stems. Okay, let's go back down to the bottom and turn that fence back on. Ground soft with a discus. Let's take a view of the pond. Okay, let's go home. Let's go back to the house. When I say go home, I meant go back to the house. I am home. This is part of my home too. I guess I'll straddle that log again. I'll pick it up some other time. I don't know if I get out. Okay. Let's stay along the fence. Stay in the shade. Okay. Cattle will find it. They'll eat most of that leaves off if they can reach them. Okay. Let's go down to this corner and I'll hook the fence back up. Test it. Make sure it's working. Here's where the tree was. Out here, that's where the leaves. Oh, that's not. I thought it was a bird flying by, but it's my hand. It's a reflection in my rear view mirror. The sun's shining on my, and I can see a reflection in my off the back window. Yeah, it's reflecting off the back window. Oh, I guess I didn't get all the limbs there. There's one limb missing. Oh, I'll get it some other time. There's a tree. Where's that log? There's the log and the tree. I gotta finish cutting that other tree up, but not today. I need a better chainsaw, or at least a repaired one. I'm leaning more toward a new one because I'm sure that the repair cost will be a lot, probably close to what a new one would cost. Look at this fence; they're all tied, twisted together, but I don't feel like getting out again. I'll get out to hook the fence back up. That's about it. Ah. Watch out. There's a wet spot. It's dry now. Okay, let's park in the shade. Just this side of that post and that gate, there's a wire that I just hook up. It goes from underground. A little black pipe comes up on this side, and then that wire's got a hook to this fence now. And then I'll test it. Well, I hooked the fence back up. It's working good. Okay. Let's open the gate. The cows can come back in here. North and south fence are working. It's bumpy. Look at all this white clover. Oh, you're gonna love it. This area's wet. Anybody laying under this tree? I thought I saw somebody under that tree. No? Oh, no? No, I guess not. I must have saw something else. Oh, I gotta close the gate behind me. I'll just park up here then. Yeah, I filled that in pretty good. Now it won't be so bumpy when we haul bales to the top. Close that gate. I'm gonna swing that gate that way. Close it that way and open it this way. So the cattle can come back in here. Okay, I'm done out here. Look at that red cow. This is a good spot there in the shade. Oh, even the baby's in the water. And then the 2-week-old calf. Right there. And look at white cow. Yeah, she's developing a belly now. Yeah. She's gonna have a calf. That's the mama of the newest calf. That's her 5th calf. Hey, bully, how come you're not with mama cow? Yeah. Are you cheating on her? Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. Oh, they probably saw the gate was open. Okay. I'll go call them over to the gate over there. Watch me go through. There she comes. I threw that down there for her. Oh, she don't like it? That's just a leaf. I found it over by the truck. I'm gonna go stand in the shade. No shade around here, but I got some here. It's just a little bit of shade, but it's enough. Yeah, you can go where you want to now. Okay, go ahead. Oh, there's the mama with her 5th calf coming up. That's good. Yeah, you were locked out of here for about 3 days. Oh, I like that calf. Kind of skinny looking. It's a girl, so she's It'll be a replacement heifer if she grows good. So will that one. That's a replacement heifer. That's mama cow's. No. That's her cow. That's her first calf right here. That's her first calf. That's mama cow's right there. The bull next to her. The bull calf. Oh, the one riding. That's her mama cow's 7th calf. And that's, like I said, that's the 5th calf, the little one, the 5th calf. That's mama cow's 6th calf from last year. Lily. I like to watch them going underneath the oiler. Coming from Frank. Yeah, she's going to have a calf. She's got a belly. Might be a while though. They like going under the oiler. I need to keep it charged with some insecticide. You gonna stand there for a while? Yeah, he likes to do that. He likes to stand there and rub his back on it. See? He's gonna do it again. He's gonna back up. He knows how to use it. I need to charge it again. Okay. I think he's the only one who does that. Hey, little baby, very good. Follow your mama. Follow your mama. That's the white cow's first calf from last year. The one licking salt. I'm gonna sell her because I don't like her. She's too small. She's got cropped ears. But her mama was a small cow too, a small calf. But I kept her because she's white. She's doing the same thing Bull did. Okay, all the fences are on, so everything's good. Look at that calf run. There it goes. Okay, guess I'm done out here now. Go back to the house and relax. I got the tree off the fence. I drug it away from the fence. Okay. Let's go. Yeah, she was the next one to have a calf. Last one, I should say. She's the last one to have a calf. She's late. The cow who had a calf 2 weeks ago, she was late too. Last year she had it April 25. This year June 6. And the white cow was even before that, April 6th last year. And might be the end of June before or July when she has hers. I'll just wait and see, but I know she's pregnant now because she's got the big belly. Yeah. Okay, let's head back to your house. I'm glad that's done. Tomorrow morning, my brother said he was going to sort his calves off, the ones at the farm that are his. Or they're all his, I guess. He's going to sort them off the cows, and he's going to load them into a trailer, take them to his other piece of property. I think maybe about a quarter mile down the road, maybe quarter mile, half mile. Yeah, a little over half mile, 3/4 of a mile. Anyway, he's got a couple acres over there. And he puts his calves over there, and he wants me to help him. I already said I would. He's gonna. I don't know if he tags them with the ear. I think he tags them with the ear when they're born, but he wants to give them shots. Look at the seed pods on that redbud. So that's what I'll be doing tomorrow. He says it's probably better if he sorts his calves at the farm by himself, because the calves don't know me and the cows don't know me, and they might get spooked or something. But I'll still go over. I'll hide if you don't want me to help him. But he wants me to help him with the calves, because they'll be penned up over at his other facility. I guess he's concerned about the cows. I don't know. Anyway, but I'll meet him over at the farm. He can tell me what he wants me to do. I'll help wherever he wants me to help. And then he'll take his trailer with his calves, and then he'll unload them over there, and then we'll sort them. Or not sort them, but then he's got a head gate over there, so we can give them their shots and whatever else you got to give them. I don't give mine shots. They're at the mercy of nature, I guess. Okay. That's pretty. I'm not going anywhere no more. I'm gonna back this up far enough where I can. Did I run over something? Anyway, I'm going to close that gate and open the other gate so they can come in here and eat some of this stuff. You had a nice nap, didn't you, boy? They'll find an open gate eventually. I'm going to open that gate too. There's that fence ground I found this morning. Let me try something. If I can't turn the fence off to fix that. Oh, this happened a long time ago. The fence broke here. I didn't feel like splicing it together, so I tied the end of the wire up there. I tied this end of the wire over there, but I guess it slid. Now it's loose. I got to fix it right. I'll do it later. He's relaxing. Look at that. He knows how to relax. Probably wouldn't hurt to give him some more fly spray. But not today. Some other time. I gotta open this gate too. I gotta do something about these weeds around the lemongrass and everywhere else in this garden. One of these days I'm gonna be hauling manure in here. Or at least out there anyway. And then I'll bring it in slowly. I can't use the wheelbarrow, but I can use buckets. That's how I did it last time. I think that's what I'll do. Yeah, last time I just pulled the trailer in there with the tractor on it. I let the tractor and trailer sit there and then I unloaded. I used buckets, filled up manure with buckets, manure in the buckets, and dumped it wherever I needed it. The first time I put manure in here. I'm gonna do it again. One of these days. Oh boy. I'm tired. Look at all the good white clover in here. Yeah, they're gonna love this white clover. It's cool in the shade. When the wind's blowing, it is. Okay. I gotta go in the house now and clean up. I got to close up too. I just gotta hook that gate over there. That'll keep them out of there. Got something done today. Yeah, I got something done. Still 80 degrees at 7 p.m. Mama's trying to escape those kittens. There goes somebody. What's he looking at? I gotta work on this fence. I gotta turn the fence off first. At the barn. Where'd all the cattle go? Oh, I know where they might be. No, they're not in the front yard. Cloudy. It's after 7 p.m. Got cloudy, so it cooled off a lot. Yeah, it's cooler now. Yeah. Went down to the bottom to eat. Guess I haven't found the front yard yet. Fence is working good, but I'm still gonna fix that fence so it don't ground out. Yeah, unplug the fence so I can work on it. Yeah, I think she's hiding from the flies. Yeah, aren't you? Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, she's hiding from the flies. Yeah, she's chasing the flies away from her. I don't know why it bothers her so much compared to the other ones. I don't know why. Don't know. She never used to do that. Anyway, that pile's ready to take out. I'll do that one of these days. One of these days. These piles can wait. They're still pretty fresh. That's old manure though from last year. The flies. Yeah, I know what you mean, Kyle. I know how you feel. The flies are bothering me too. I gotta lead these cattle to the front of the house where I opened up today for them so they can eat those fresher stuff. Following me. You can see they've been eating everything here. Yeah, but they got some good stuff over there though. Yeah, that's what I don't want them to go in there and eat that new clover. I'm surprised they didn't find it when they got out of the pond. Yeah. That's the area I gotta fix right there. Milk cows. Go ahead, eat. Hey there. Come on, eat. That's my sister. No, I feed him. I feed him corn,
That's our
but
Italian cow.
but I can't walk up to him and pet him or nothing.
That's our Italian cow, ain't it?
Oh, he's half white and the other half is Italian. So is that Red Bull down there, the smaller one.
You ain't got that original Italian?
The originals? No, they're all crossbred now. They're munching away. That's the good stuff. You can see the white clovers back in there. There's plenty of good stuff back in there too. He's got horse flies. Hey, Red Bull.
We gotta go.
Okay. Sister and her husband, they just running around. And their dog started barking. And they all ran away. You're not used to having a dog. Yeah, look at those flies. Yeah, she don't like those flies. I may have to spray her. I don't know if it's horse flies or some kind of fly. There's something bothering her. It has to be the flies. Maybe I'll spray her good when I spray the bull. You can come back in here now. I'll leave him in here all night. Yeah, I'm not going to wait for a sunset. It's about 7:30, I'd say. Yeah, but there's something bothering her. Some kind of flies. Tell by her tail switching. Yeah, when I spray that bull, yeah, the flies are bothering her. When I spray the bull in the barn, I'll get her in there too and spray her. The others don't seem to be bothered too much. There's something going on there. He ran away from that. There's something must be there. Something's there. Hi, guy. Yeah, I need to spray him for flies again. These here don't have them too much. There's something there. What is it? What are they looking at? Come on in, boy. Enjoy the grass. Yeah, munch away. It's been about 2 weeks since I put him in here, I think. Maybe less, but it's been a while. That's it. Mow my lawn. Yeah. These are my lawn mowers. The flies bite, especially the ones on the leg. They bite. They sure seem like they bother her. They bother her a lot. Or she's bothered. Yeah. Him too. And they're biting me now. And it's not even hot yet. I think it's supposed to be in the 90s a couple days. Around 90 next week. Sometime. But so far, the weather's been, I guess, sort of mild. Okay, I gotta go back in. Flies are eating me up now. Yeah, I'll get him in the barn and her too. The other two don't seem like they're bothered too much. That one and that one, and not him. Him don't too much either. But the bull's got some, and then the older cow, she's got some. It really bothers her. I'm gonna go in. Oh, I gotta fix the fence. I forgot about that. Hey, Mama Cat. We haven't found this side yet. Yeah, there's some nice clover in here. There's that fence. Yeah. Yeah, I just wrapped it. I just wrapped it around there. It broke once a long time ago. Long time ago. Here's the other one. Here. Oh, stepped on something. Got it wrapped around there. It's supposed to be on that insulator down there, but it came loose. So I'm gonna fix it. If I got enough slack, fence is off. If I got enough slack in there, I'm gonna tie them two wires together. I didn't have enough wire, so I made an adjustment. She's over here. She found it. The others are still over there. Yeah, she's still pestered by these flies. Yeah. What I did here, I didn't have enough wire to tie them together. So instead of just going out farther, I just brought it straight up and then tied it to the wire. Same thing over here. Instead of bringing it all the way out, that's how it fell off that insulator when it got loose. I decided to pull it tight. Then I went underneath, wrapped it underneath and then back up, and then tied it to that wire, so it should hold better now. Yeah. What I need is a long piece of wire to fill in the gap, which I don't have. Yeah, she sure don't like them flies bothering her. That's why she hides in the barn. Anyway, I'll go turn the fence back on. You can see where I tied it and pulled it down a little bit. There's been an empty spot in there because before it was just tied up here and it was tied up there. It was still an empty spot, so I don't think they'll get out. So if they get out, they're just going to go where they're at now. And she likes that clover. But she don't like these flies. Yeah. So tomorrow we'll be helping my brother with his calves. So maybe when I come back, I'll feed him some corn, and then I'll get her penned up in a smaller pen. Maybe with him, spray them both. I got the spray out, and yeah, look at that, he's running away. Flies bother him too. She's really munching away. That's right, fill your belly up. It's good stuff. I like to watch animals, cattle eat. They don't have front teeth on top. Oh, there's a kitten. They don't have front teeth on top, only on the bottom. They got molars on top and bottom and the back for chewing, but for biting the stuff off, they just got gums on the top and they got teeth on the bottom to slice them off. Not like a horse. Horse has teeth on top and bottom, but not cattle. That's it. Eat away. Eat them. I'll let you do your thing. Just like a lawnmower. There's Mama Cat and her look-alike kitten over here. She just don't like them flies. Maybe she got sensitive in her older age. She's the oldest one on this around here. Yeah, I'll spray you. But I can. She ain't bothered on her back. It's her belly, or her legs mostly. But if I spray her legs, it'll relieve for a little while. But once she sucks in the water, it'll get washed off. But I'll still spray her for a little bit. Give her a little bit relief. What do you want? Do you have enough? Yeah. Let me go turn the fence back on then. It's 8 p.m. already. Later than I thought. Sun's still pretty high for 8 p.m. I think the sun goes down closer to 8:30 now. Not quite 8:30, but close. A couple more days, and summer will begin on June 21st. That'll be the longest day. It's also the highest tide in the Philippines. Don't know about the other parts of the world, but Philippines, they always talk about this June, this week, after June 21st or June 24th or something, as the highest tide of the year. Yeah, I'm gonna go back in the house. Bugs are eating me too. I already turned the fence back on. And it's clicking pretty good, so. It's time to go in. Time to go in. They'll probably be in there all night, eating all that stuff. It's tender. What is that? Don't know. Okay, I gotta go in. Flies are biting me too. That's all for today then. Tomorrow I'll be over at the farm helping my brother with his calves.